Yesterday, in the midst of sorrow, the business of government went on. The president meeting with Henry Cabot Lodge, our ambassador to Vietnam, and members of his cabinet. The major subject was Vietnam, a crisis that does not pause for bereavement. And from this meeting came affirmations that the United States would continue its policy of aiding the new government of Vietnam in its war against the communist insurgents.
Chief, David Ferry.
Come on in, Dave. Thank you for coming.
You remember me, Mr. Garrison? I met you on Carondelet Street right after your election. I congratulated you.
How could I forget? You make quite a first impression. And I've heard over the years you're quite a first-rate pilot, Dave.
Really?
Yeah, legend has it you can get in and out of any field, no matter how small. I'm a bit of a pilot myself. Flew grasshoppers for the field artillery in the war. Here, have a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
You mind if I smoke, Mr. Garrison?
How could I? Dave, as you know, President Kennedy was assassinated on Friday. A man named Lee Harvey Oswald was arrested as a suspect and was then murdered yesterday by a man named Jack Ruby. We've heard reports that Oswald spent the summer here in New Orleans, and we've been advised that you knew Oswald pretty well.
I never met anybody named Oswald. Anybody told you that has to be crazy.
But you are where he served in your Civil Air Patrol unit when he was a teenager.
No, if he did, I don't remember him. I mean, there were lots of boys in and out, you know.
Well, I'm sure you've seen this. Perhaps you knew this man under another name.
No, I never saw him before in my life.
Well, that must have been mistaken information we got then. Thanks for straightening it out for us. There's one other matter that's come up, Dave. We were told that you took a trip to Texas shortly after the assassination on Friday.
Yeah, now that's true. I drove to Houston.
What was so appealing about Houston?
I hadn't been there ice skating in many years, and I was with a couple of young friends, and we decided we wanted to go ice skating.
Dave, may I ask why the urge to go ice skating in Texas happened to strike you during one of the most violent thunderstorms in recent memory?
Spur of the moment thing. Storm wasn't that bad.
I see. And where did you drive?
We went to Houston, and Saturday night drove to Galveston, stayed over there.
And then Sunday?
In the morning, we went goose hunting.
You bag any geese on this trip?
I believe the boys got a couple.
But the boys told us they didn't get any.
Come to think of it, they're right. We got out there where the geese were, and there were thousands of them all over the place. But you couldn't approach them. Well, why is a bunch of birds?
Your young friends also told us you had no weapons in the car, Dave. Isn't it a bit difficult to hunt for geese without a shotgun?
Oh. Yes, I remember now. I'm sorry, Mr. Garrison, I got confused. We got out near the geese, and only then did we realize we had forgotten our shotguns. Stupid, right? So, of course, we didn't get any geese.
I see, Dave. Well, thank you for your time. I'm sorry that this has to end inconveniently for you, but I'm going to have to detain you for further questioning by the FBI.
Why? What's wrong?
Dave, I find your story simply not believable.
Really? What part?